Now, generally, as a head coach in pro sports, you know you're hired to ultimately be fired. It's not a matter of if, but when and how soon and why. In the vast majority of cases, that's just the way it is. That's the nature of the beast. That's the life of a head coach or manager in North American professional sports. And especially when you talk about the NBA, you see so many teams make a coaching change just like that. There's very little patience. There's very little time committed to a guy. Feels like the first time he doesn't meet your very unrealistic expectations as an organization, you're ready to send his ass packing. Which is what really caught me off guard with this whole Cleveland Cavaliers firing Tyronn Lue situation. The Cavs just fired Tyronn Lue. The same Tyronn Lue who coached the Cavaliers to a championship in the 2015-2016 season. The same Tyronn Lue that took over for David Blatt, who had previously led the team to the NBA Finals and couldn't wait to run out of town. He picked up for him during the course of that season. And they went to the Finals and came back from a 3-1 deficit against a 73-win freaking Warriors team. Typically when a coach wins an NBA championship, you'd think he's got several freaking years before he even has to start worrying about his job security. You would think. You would think. You would, wouldn't you? But apparently not with Tyronn Lue and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, not only did he take you to an NBA championship, he took you to 2 more consecutive NBA Finals appearances. So in his less than 3 years as head coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers, he led the team to 3 Finals appearances and 1 NBA championship. And sure, you could sit there and say, well, that was LeBron, and that was this, and that was that. This is a guy that helped lead the Cavaliers when they were less than their best last year with LeBron and a bunch of crap, and got them back to the NBA Finals after the team traded away the second best player and a guy that was an integral part of that championship team in Kyrie Irving and really got nothing for it. You reward this, not with a contract extension, not with job security. You start off the season kind of bad because your team sucks, and you fire his ass. Like, how stupid is this? Now, look, maybe it's to Tyronn Lue's benefit. Maybe that's why the Cavs did it. They knew they're tanking. They want to tank. They know they have to tank. And they're going to tank now and probably the next year or two. And frankly, who the fuck's going to want to come to Cleveland in free agency anyways? So this is all about future draft picks and so forth. Although, is it really? Who the hell knows? And maybe they didn't want Ty Lue to be brought down in the muck of that. Maybe they didn't want Tyronn Lue to be involved with that. They didn't want him to be associated with that. They didn't want that to ruin his brand. So before he stayed around too long and became the villain, they allowed him to exit stage right as still a little bit of the hero. Or maybe Tyronn Lue just doesn't give an F. He's like, they're still going to have to pay me, and I don't have to be a part of this shit show this year. That's just fine with me. But golly, if a guy who's actually won an NBA championship, who's a 3-time defending Eastern Conference champion as a head coach can get fired, why in the hell would anybody ever want to be an NBA head coach other than for the short-term massive payout that you get from that first contract? Ty Lue got freaking fired. Because, yeah, he's the problem with that team. Because, yeah, he's why the organization isn't in better shape. Give me a fucking break. This is ridiculous. And surely Tyronn Lue, when he's ready, will find another head coaching opportunity. And he'll get a couple of years. And then they'll fire his ass too. Because, again, that's what the NBA does. If you can't get in there as a head coach and position yourself to be president of player personnel or general manager, you know in a couple of years you're going to be sent packing. This just, to me, makes no damn sense whatsoever. The guy has championship experience as a player and a coach. The guy has done some really good things for you as a head coach. And you really think somebody like a Larry fucking Drew or anybody else is going to do a better job? Dan Gilbert and that whole organization is insane. And they deserve to be the shit show that they are going to be for the next several years to come. You don't fire head coaches that led you to more success than you ever had in your organization's history. Not even a couple of years later. Not even a year later. 6 days into the next season later. That's stupid.